welcome back to Co-op Needs a Homestead. It's me, Jen, here, and today we're going to be talking MLMs. And today I want to kind of do it a bit differently. I'm going to sandwich a sad subject in between two happy subjects. The one, and then, because the sad subject even made me think, wow, this makes me feel pretty heavy after. So that's why I'm like, okay, we kind of need to pick me up after the sad subject. So I'm adding that in. Anyway, so first, yay, and woo, is, as some of you guys know, and I'm a little late to the video making bandwagon. I am totally aware of that. I had migraines when the news came out, and I couldn't get on camera, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just leave it. But I digress. TikTok has banned MLMs, Ponzi schemes, and other, deceptive scams. And I believe it's in effect later this month. So if you try to report TikTokers, rapping for these companies, they're not going to do anything until when everything takes effect towards the end of the month. So that's why I'm like, sweet, that was the first social media that has done this. And I'm going to take a link to the Antimlm's video as she discusses how to report TikTok users after that. Yes, TikTok! So I'm so proud of TikTok doing that. Now, if we can get, Facebook, Instagram, and some others on board, it'll be even better. I mean, you could already, report on Facebook if something's, a pyramid, an MLM, but it's, we need to, more. Okay, and now we go into the sad topic. I am so sorry, guys. So I'm going to say this. Trigger warning: suicide, white supremacy, racism, transphobia. I might be missing a few. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. So, a few months ago, Kiki Chanel did a video about are you done? Kiki Chanel did a video about a Beachbody coach, who just is was off the rails and everything. And I think eventually can I finish? Anyways, what was I trying to say with the freaking cats? Kiki Chanel did a video on a Beachbody team call, and this coach, basically, pushing things and all that jazz. I'll just play a couple of clips.
Because this business is literally going to change your life if it hasn't already, and it will continue to change your life in different ways. So for those that don't follow me or don't know anything about my story, I'm 34 years old. I got sober when I was 19. I did not get sober by choice. I am an ex-prostitute, and Beachbody was my way out of all of my past. So I got sober because I have a gnarly criminal record and I'm just kind of a gnarly human, but and I still am, I'm not gonna lie, even in sobriety, I'm just kind of a crazy person, but
gnarly criminal record, gnarly person, and still am. Okay. Definitely gonna need to hear more. Look, everybody's got a story, okay? Everybody's got a past, everybody's done things that they wish they didn't do. That's totally fine, as long as you don't.
Now, this coach, I believe Beachbody terminated their contract. My apologies. They prefer to go by they, their nouns. And if I wind up accidentally using the wrong proverbs, I'm just it's a slip of the tongue. Please don't hate me for it. But I'm going to play the video where she's talking about this off my lovely iPad. Not an iPad. Amazon tablet. But I was like, wow, this is coming from a coach who was like really, really repping the company a few months ago and now is speaking out about Beachbody. So let's get into this.
Let's do mental health check-in first, and then we'll go through the rest. Spoke to my psychiatrist this morning, coming off of Lexapro. I've been on 20 milligrams of Lexapro for a million years. We reduced it to 10 milligrams a month ago, and now we are reducing it to 5 milligrams for 2 weeks, and then I'm off Lexapro. I am currently on Lamictal, 200 milligrams a day. Remeron, I've been on 15 milligrams for 5 years, and Abilify is new. So I was only on Lexapro and Remeron, and then my psychiatrist added in Lamictal for my mood stabilizer and mood swings, if you want to call them that. They were more of like psychosis, paranoia, and hypervigilance because of abuse. I'll get back to that. So then he added in the Lamictal, right, and then he added in Abilify because I still had no interest in doing anything, didn't want to get out of bed. The Abilify and my dog have helped me get out of bed in the morning much earlier than I used to. I wake up and I don't feel this hopelessness for life anymore and suicide ideation. And we talked today that I have the desire to work out. I have the desire to be active again. I have the desire to leave my house. I have the desire to live a life, but I don't have the follow through, and I don't have necessarily like what people think is motivation is follow through. I don't have that. I can't get myself to like do it, even though my whole life and my whole brand, right, used to be like this mindset coach of like I can teach you how to do this and show up no matter what and like push through the pain. That's why I have to stay hard, tattooed on my knuckles. But I'm not that person anymore. Excuse me. And I'm not that person anymore. I am not the person that wants to stay hard anymore. It's okay that it's on my knuckles because it's a reminder to never go back. To never go back to the hard person I was when I was a Beachbody coach. To never go back to
Oh, for the love of God. Sorry.
the person I everyone else when I was a Beachbody coach. Today, my doctor told me he's going to, get rid of the Lexapro in 2 weeks. We are going to raise the Abilify from 2 milligrams to 5 milligrams, which is where he wants to keep me. And we're actually going to raise the Remeron to 30 milligrams from 15 because he said that that should help my follow through and drive. I'm petting my dog, by the way. That's what's happening down here. What are you doing? Just trying to be close to me because I don't feel great. I don't feel great. Yesterday was excruciating. Today is just extremely uncomfortable. And so I've had Crohn's my whole life. I got diagnosed when I was 12. I got diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 8 years after that. I got diagnosed with chronic fatigue a couple years after that. And ever since then, it's just been one diagnosis after the next. And for a long time, like I said, my old brand, right, was about staying hard. And it was like, but those aren't diseases, those are diagnoses. And I don't give a fuck what doctors say. I do whatever I want. And I was just such a fucking asshole about all of it. And here's the truth. I don't believe in only Western meds. For me. I don't know about you. I'm not you. I don't know your life. Hold please. Hey, come on. Don't fucking eat anything in here. That I just gotta make sure you don't eat nothing. Alright, later. Peace out. Alright. So I'm 100% me here. And that's the thing. I am 100% me here. And that person is ever changing. And so I'm grateful for that. I don't want to be the same person I was before because I was an asshole. I don't want to be the person I was when I was younger because I was in active drug addiction. I don't want to be the person I was after that because I was a fucking criminal. I don't want to be the person I was fucking 6 months ago because that person was suicidal. Like, I just want to be me, whoever that is today. And I share that on this page. And over this last year, I've gone through every stage of grief possible on this Instagram. Right? I don't even know what they are. But like I went through like the bargaining, the reasoning, the anger, and the closure, the sadness, and now, for the first time, I'm almost to a place of acceptance and I'm willing to talk about some things. So, first and foremost, definition of gaslighting is something I want you to look up on Google. The definition of white supremacy, I want you to look up on Google. The definition of transphobia, homophobia, and bigot. I want you to look those up on Google. And then once you have the answers to those things, what the definitions are, I want to tell you that Beachbody hits every single one of those marks. That every fucking Beachbody coach that I've ever met, with the exception of one, hits every single one of those marks. That every person that's incorporated Beachbody hits every single one of those marks. They are the most transphobic, intolerant, uninclusive, white supremacists I've ever met in my fucking life. And I shared what I shared in the beginning so you knew the kind of people I used to run with and you knew the kind of person I used to be. And yet somehow, this A-plus Better Business Bureau, 20 years in running organization, are the most harmful, hurtful people I've ever actually had the unprivilege of meeting. But I'm actually grateful. I'm grateful because I wasn't safe to come out in an organization and my life was put at risk. I came out publicly and to my family, even if I wasn't ready. Because of their white supremacy and their lack of inclusivity within their organization, I was able to advocate for myself and many others with pronouns. Because of their white supremacist organization, I realized how much white privilege my partner and I actually had and started to change my tune and my actions. Because of their white supremacist organization and having to keep my feed a certain way and not being able to talk about certain things and getting in trouble despite being a independent Team Beachbody coach can suspend you for a bunch of stupid shit that is or isn't actually your fault. There are like 48 pages of policies and procedures. If you want to look through those online, they're for free. You don't actually have to become a Team Beachbody coach, and you can see the kind of shit they're actually doing, because nobody reads that shit until they have to, until they're getting a lawsuit together or something, right? I'm going to sue so I can talk. I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to take money to be silent. I refuse to be silent. I refuse to be silent ever again in my life, because that's what white privilege is. The ability to be white and the ability to keep your fucking mouth shut about stuff that hurts you and probably so many others. I refuse to let them do this to another trans person. When I told them I didn't feel safe coming out as trans in the organization, I got blown off. And then I was discriminated against and then harassed when I was forced out of my position. And the best thing is, because of their white supremacist organization and then pushing me out because my life was basically at risk and my safety and my livelihood, I was able to see who I'd become. I was able to see the kind of person that they create so that they can run their white supremacist little fucking wheel. I'm going to keep saying the word because I really need to drive that home for y'all, because that's what this is. It's not just them not liking trans people. It's not just them feeling some type of way about trans people. It is about the whole organization that is predatory on people who are at their lowest. It is a predatory organization that emotionally rapes people, emotionally manipulates, rapes people financially, rapes them emotionally, rapes them of their fucking identity, and you become what's called a hunbot. There's like a whole Reddit feed about it I found out about. I don't know anything about it, I just heard about it. I don't really understand Reddit, but my partner does. And it's like this anti-MLM thing, and it calls them hunbots. That's it, hunbots. And I never understood what it was, but it's people who message you and go, hey hun, hey girl, you should do this with me, girl. It's copy and paste. Everything is copied and pasted. Everything is copied and pasted. And I was guilty of copying and pasting. And the second someone was in my group, I wasn't copying and pasting, I was talking to them. But the reality is, it got gross. In the beginning, it was about talking to them, helping people. And then at the end, it was just about helping myself. Helping myself to hide. Helping myself to be Lindsay M.F. Ross and never let Larry see the light of day. And this is what happened. I was beaten down to a space of submission enough that I wanted to kill myself, and yet somehow that was okay for these people. And I got with a therapist and a psychiatrist who told me that I was in a domestic violence relationship with my upline, that anybody that can just like buy and sell you and unfortunately, that's the reality that I want to share with you is we don't think something is wrong until it happens to us, and that is the definition of white privilege. And I really implore you to look into your own and to know that you never have to be silent and that you're allowed to admit your faults and grow and change. And I'll share more as time goes on.
So yeah, I was pretty heavy. I just can't believe somebody. Sorry. But yeah, no, that's pretty heavy. This was someone who was really, really indoctrinated by the Beachbody program, and I actually now would love to just give this woman a hug, just for or they have gone through. Sorry, if we remember that they're trans. Give this person a hug for what they have gone through. This is just absolutely pretty sad, actually. So totally sad for just to listen to just what they've gone through. But I really hope and wish them well in life, and I can't believe what I heard, but at the same time I'm not surprised of what I heard. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but it's really nice to see a coach like her speak out. And I always love people who, no, I will say something. Because that's the kind of person I am. If I don't like something, I'm going to be like, hey, you're an idiot. And then I'll, back up my, thought process with that. Anyways, now let's just tumble into the more lighter subject of what's up with some of these MLM products. So, a few months ago, you guys have probably seen this one. Young Living's, I want to say that they're trees. I think they're trying to be like wooden Christmas trees. But in all honesty, they look like wooden butt plugs. And then I seen this, a story by a Monat person showing a Monat massager, and my first thought was like, oh, well, really, that looks like one of the first vibrators put on the market, just kind of redesigned. I was like, are you serious? Am I really seeing this? Monat just reinvented the first vibrators on the market from the Edwardian times. Here's a clip from the BBC.
And this is for massage? Ostensibly for massage. It was often used for more intimate sort of purposes as well, but it was sold as an electric massage machine. Right, okay.
If you guys want to see more, I highly recommend watching the Hidden Killer series in the home. Like, they do the Tudors, Edwardian. They have 2 episodes on the Victorian, and they do the Atomic Age. I'll leave a link to, I think it's Weird History or something like that. But yeah, no, I was like, oh my god. Oh, what did I just see that? Oh, I did just see that. Oh, for the love of God. Anyways, guys, I hope to see you guys later. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think about these, topics, and I'll see you guys later.